is probably going to be a quick update today, but I'm updating you on how my Pan That Face palette is going. I'm currently panning the BeccaxJaclyn Hill, what was this called? The Champagne Collection Face Palette, simply put. So when I brought this palette into the project, it looked like this. In February, it looked like this. And in March, it looks like this. There's not really much difference. I would say there is some brush strokes in Prosecco Pop that you can kind of see here. There's some brush strokes in Rose Spritz. I think it's because they're shimmery, so you can see the brush strokes a little bit better, because I have been using Pamplemousse a lot more than I've been using Rose Spritz, but Rose Spritz looks a little bit more used than Pamplemousse, which is funny. So when I brought this palette into the project, it weighed 220.8 grams. Last update, it weighed 220 on the dot, and this update, it weighs 219.3 grams, which means I used 0.8 grams, no, that's a lie. I used 0.7 grams of products this past update, and I've used 1.5 grams of product in total. So this past month, I used Rose Spritz 4 times. I used Vanilla Quartz 5 times. I used Pamplemousse 11 times. I used Champagne Pop 3 times, and I used Prosecco Pop 9 times. Which means in total I have used Rose Spritz 10 times, Rose Quartz 10 times, Pamplemousse 21 times, Champagne Pop 12 times, and Prosecco Pop 13 times. I find that Rose Spritz is a little bit intense on my skin. Like when I put it on, it's like pink, so it's like one of those things that you have to intentionally like want to use the blush for. I've tried to go in light-handedly, and for whatever reason it's like you either get nothing or you get intense pink blush. So it's like that's the reason I'm not reaching for Rose Spritz as much, whereas Pamplemousse is a lot more forgiving. You can definitely build it up. You can do light-handed, you can do intense, which is really nice. But what I've been kind of doing is dipping into Pamplemousse here and then dipping into Vanilla Quartz, and then I apply it that way, and it gives me kind of a similar effect to what Rose Spritz does with like the illumination of it, but just not as intense. And for highlighters, I'm surprised myself. I actually have been reaching for Prosecco Pop more, but I'll dip into Prosecco Pop and then I'll dip into my Becca Mermaid eyeshadow highlighter that I'm trying to use up, and then I'll apply it that way. It's actually what I'm wearing today, and I find that way it takes away the intense goldness of Prosecco Pop, because Prosecco Pop is definitely a little too gold for my skin tone. So I was like, how am I going to use this? But I've definitely found a way that's working for me, so that's how I'm getting through this palette. So yeah, I really don't have much more to kind of update you on or share with you. I use this palette pretty much every time I do a makeup look, except for today I'm wearing my Etude House Lovely Cookie Blusher Blush. Sometimes I'll go in with that one and then I'll put in a little bit of Pamplemousse just right on my temples to intensify the color. I didn't do that today. Don't know why, I just kind of maybe forgot about it, didn't think about it, but that's usually what I do. So yeah, I'm slowly but surely getting through this thing, but I have a feeling that I'm not going to be hitting pan on things anytime soon. Thank you for checking in with me and my palette. I'm sorry that it's not more of an interesting update, but face products do tend to last a really long time, so for the fact that I don't have really any visible progress to really share with you doesn't really surprise me, and I hope it doesn't surprise you either. I do hope that you come back for my journey to see how I do next month and how much usage I'm able to get out of everything. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That would be really helpful to my channel. I really appreciate you being here, and until the next one, I hope the day treats you well. Bye!